I think you have to quantify that. We won a World Cup, we silvered in the Commonwealth Games, and we played in nearly every final last year, so I question that. I do question it, and I don't think it's an issue for us. There's two sides to it. There's the side at which also the players have got to push themselves and mentally self-lead themselves away from our environment and in our environment. So I'm not unhappy with the way in which we condition, and you know what, there's many ways you can condition. When I came in, I wanted to change things up, and we haven't actually been able to hit that fully just yet. There's things we still want to do and we still want to bring in. There's slight barriers to that, but we're building through that so that we can. And so from my perspective, we're not in that as a problem for us. Where we've probably kind of lacked lately is the ability to push on players. You know, I said this before, we haven't stopped since we started 12 months ago. And usually you get a good break off, you can really build up the players again, having had rest and recovery, and then we go again. We've had to manage the fact that we've only had 2.5 weeks off after a World Cup before we were back in camp training. That's not an excuse, we've got to keep working, but you've got to then understand what the players are going through, both mentally and physically. It's a lot to keep pushing through that time. So we're having to support the players and balance that. In terms of our condition, we're not losing games because of our condition. We're losing games because we've not made smart decisions and we're not playing the way we talk about playing. But we can correct that, and in terms of our physical condition, we can match any side on the World Series. Ultimately, we played in a Hong Kong final. That's not a major concern of mine. The concern of mine is that we do get rid of some of the silly errors that we're making and some of the lackadaisical play that we can play at times. But again, we're in a transition phase. We're mixing the team up. It's different from when we built towards the World Cup and Con Games last year, and we'll keep building through this year. And you know, our target, as we said before, is we want to qualify, which I'm confident we'll do, and then we'll look towards the Olympics in 2024.